welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. First off, let's go stand a bunch of trees so the bots can clear off more foliage. Because I've decided, whilst I'm running around doing tracks everywhere, to rip up as many trees as I can find. Just because, why not? So, some stuff's been done. A fair bit of stuff. We now have a main line. Actually, I think this was done last episode. Yeah, and the iron stacker was done. Yeah. So the copper stacker is now hooked into this main line. We've had a new main line go up here, which means lots of stuff that went through here has all had to be rerouted, which has been done. Are you actually working? Side note, sorry, just if anybody knows why the hell my trains are doing this, I'd love to know. It's pulled up at the station, but it's one tile too far. So this inserter can't fill this wagon, which means the whole lot's fucked. And fixed! The amount of trains I've had sitting around for hours doing nothing because of that fault is countless. In future, all my inserters will be one square further in, so this doesn't happen. But I'm getting jack of that fault. So, anyway, back to the story. So, new main line's been put in here. Now, I know that technically this is a loop, and this is a loop, and loops are generally bad for train pathfinding. Yes, I have had trains come screaming past here, to go all the way up here, to come all the way back down, to then go down, to then come in here. They're stupid. That's fine. We'll get them fixed bit by bit. Slowly, we will get all the trains fixed. At the moment, I've left the loops in. The reason I've left the loops in is for stupid train pathfinding. Iron is currently being bled off this lane, and this lane, and this lane. You an iron train? No, you're a copper train. As well as from in here. Now, I will be coming and cutting this line eventually. Any trains that have already pulled into here can't get to there, obviously. But they can go up to here, go all the way along, go all the way back down, and then in there. So that's one of the reasons I've left these giant grand loops in place. So I can physically force the trains to repathfind, which means I don't have to track down missing trains. The copper's now tied in. And the copper stacker got updated. It's now... crap. How many lanes? 20 lanes high. Stacking 2 trains deep. So 40 copper trains we can support. We've only got about 18 or 20 at the moment. So it's only technically half full. Plus I could fit another, 8 in there. I put signals in here. These were originally chain signals, and now there's a proper signal in here somewhere. Let's go to one we can actually see. No, can't see that one either. White dot. So behind there, if it flashes up for half a second, is a proper signal. So we can actually squeeze an extra train into these pieces. And actually, I won't do it yet, but the idea is to put another signal here to squeeze another... No, it won't quite fit. But yeah, so we can fit... What was that? 40 plus 8, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 52 copper trains. Should keep us busy. Alright. Oh, hang on. I've got to walk over to more trees. Stand right in the middle. Let them go. So copper's done. Copper output got rearranged. So we've now got a copper stacker coming in. Which I really don't need. But, you know, what the hell? Who cares? It's a dual lane input with a single lane... Dual lane output from the stacker with a single lane in from the stacker. Which I know is counterproductive and all the rest of it. But I frankly don't care. It works. Same story, there is a proper signal before a chain signal, so we can actually stack a train ready to go into the station. Same with here, we can stack a train, it squeezes in just. ready to go on the station. One here as well, and then one for the top station. Okay? So, like I said, stack is not quite needed, but, you know, what the hell, who cares? The base is almost off. Yeah, 117 plate and 72,000 copper is actually almost off it. We're really not doing that much because research is off. So let's fix that. I've also updated to the latest, 1532? Because somebody said, somewhere, I don't even remember where now, there was a UPS increase for going up versions. In my case, nothing. Nothing at all. And if this map doesn't stress the game, I don't know what will. So yeah, we've got copper running. Copper outputs also got changed. Again, it's just dumping onto this lane. That needs to be moved. It actually needs to dump onto this lane for the plate. Yeah, that's plate out. And the empty ore wagons come out and they get dumped out here. The idea is this main line will be all the plate trains and the ore trains, empty ore trains, because when they come to here, it's always a left-hand turn, and shit don't need to slow down for a left-hand turn. The plate trains are always being sent north, and again, it's a left-hand turn. Research. So if they've got to come down to circuits, which hasn't been built yet, obviously, it'll be a left-hand turn into circuits. And if they've got to come to the actual science, it'll be a left-hand turn into the science. So that's as far as we've got so far. Let's just get that little bit of forest so it's gone. Boop. And yeah, we've got a bit of timber in our inventory. 29 more landfill. We need to put on our running suit and make it halfway across the map. If anybody's curious, my particular running suit, I run as fast as a train does. That's the long and the short of it. We want to come up here and I want to cut that train line. As long as there's no physical trains anywhere in here, it should be fine. Oh, and I was using the keyboard, computer. Yeah, I've added a bit more rail. Not heat, not like last time, but I've added a bit. Yes, we still have green circuits is a massive traffic jam. Long story short, it just doesn't work. It needs a full rebuild, which, as I'm doing the train tracks anyway, we're going to do a full rebuild. So, we need to pull up these tracks. So that is a stacker in for plate. No red symbols. No, they all look like they're going along happily. So that's plate. Now, I know it's technically crossing every track, which will be annoying. Which will mean, chances are, it might hold up the copper trains occasionally. And I know this is not signalled at all, but it's a uranium train, and they haven't moved in ages! Because I'm not doing anything with uranium. So we've got a stacker coming in for plate. I do want to attempt to turn off these stations. Well, there goes a train now, so we know it definitely works. Yeah, I do want to attempt to smart these train stations. I haven't done it yet, but I do want to attempt to. And we've got a stacker for the ore trains already, which has its own separate problem. We can feed trains in fast enough, but as you can see all the way down here, this one's empty, and it's out of ore. And we have all these trains stacked up here. So that's something else we're going to attempt to fix this episode. In theory, the way this stacker works is you should be able to have 2 trains output at the same time. Problem is... Will it do it? No. There we go. They're all trying to go... Oh no, you're trying to go on the second lane. And only finally starting to move. So it could be the fact that we're chain signal all the way down. It could be a lot of things. So we're going to attempt to fix that this episode. Because I have all trains sitting there and then I don't have enough plate. Or actually steel. Steel's the one that's the real big concern. Because... yeah, the plate trains are just... The ore trains are not just... they're just not getting into the smelters. So they've run dry. Research again. And yes, I am pumping through the mining productivity off camera. Whilst I'm here, whilst I'm building tracks, because I have been building tracks for ever. No. My bots are still not fast enough, as you can see. They're fast when they're fully charged. Want to be faster when they're flat too. And somebody... oh, that's what I had to do. I had to bring up the comments. Am I good and have it on screen? I have a comments on screen. No. 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 No, I can't find the comment. And I probably mentioned already, somebody suggested nuclear robots to use up all my fuel cells. Which I'm liking the idea of, and we might end up doing. Only because they don't require power at all. They never recharge. They just run forever. So, yeah. Again, it's a bit of a UPS thing. In theory, if they don't recharge, then I don't have to keep the roboports, which never turn off and therefore constantly cost UPS. At the same time, I could edit the files and make them go even faster, which is always tempting. I know it's nuclear fuel. They should go fast, really fast, because they run on uranium. But that argument sort of holds true for anything in this base at this point. Because even at like 50 UPS, which is... what's that in game speed? Like 0.8 game speed? So 80% of normal speed. My bots probably run faster than your bots do in your game. Because we've done robot speed up to 16. We're working on 17. Which is a 2 million pack research. Which I haven't done yet, and I will do later. But not right this moment. So that's done. Okay. Straight north. With a running suit. At some stage, I've got to go and call a trash train and empty my frigging inventory. Sorry about it being pitch black, but running suits don't have night vision. Done. Okay. So, the theory is that this can stack in 2 trains, therefore it should be able to output into these twice as fast. Although the problem is when you come up, okay, so we're going to put a signal there with a chain signal there. To cut these paths early. No, because it's still not going to work. It's still not going to work. The problem is the train is leaving and it's driving all this way. Actually, let's see if we can get the overview to work. Train paths. That's a good one to start with. We'll go to map view so we can scroll around a little bit easier. Yeah, you're yellow. So, oh, that's too many paths. No, segments. That's a little bit complicated. Blocks. No. Alright, so let's go back to rail paths. Long story short, turn that off. No, you have a green signal and you're not moving. Why are you not moving? You're now repathing to that one. You're still not moving, and now you're repathing to that one. The long and the short of it is, they're not passing a signal which then terminates, for lack of a better word, the block they're in. So from the moment they leave this chain signal to the moment they pass this chain signal, they're all in the same block, which means the next train can't leave. That's sort of the long and the short of it. So we're going to try a few things. I guarantee nothing, as always. And I'm running blind, as you can see. Just running on the minimap and hoping not to hit a train or a tree. Okay, research. Alright, get rid of that. So we're going to try this. And actually we're going to try that for... Oh! We're going to try that for all of the steel smelters. And see if that pulls more trains down here. Because the theory is that if it's a separate... The train should be able to drive down and stop here before having the path find through that last little bit. That's the theory, at least. And it's not working. They're still preferentiating these two. Well, here's one. Where are you going? You're going into your fourth track, which is this one? It is, and straight in. Actually, no, you get a fair bit of use. Really want the fifth one to be used. No, same story. These are all trying to get onto the first track, because the first track is the shorter of the two. And it's only when that finally times out that they go, okay, reef path time. Oh, look, we can get into that one instead. Because dead set, this guy could come down here, get onto this outside track, and drive all the way down to here quite happily. And he's not doing it. So, we're going to break a stacker. That's my solution. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stacker in half. If that makes sense. So I've got two inputs, and the idea is the inputs, they could go into either the top or the bottom, you know, any which way. They're too deep, so yeah, they can go anywhere. And you are 31. Turns out you're 31 tracks tall. Oh, 32, because that train's sitting on that track. No. Yes, okay, so however tall you are, plus the trains. We've dragged over 2 trains, so that means you're actually 33 high. 33 halved is 70 or 16 and a half. So let's go up 15 plus the train we're sitting on. So that means you're about the halfway mark. On about the halfway mark, we're going to cut that. So, that now means trains that are down here cannot pathfind through here onto this track. It still means trains in the top half can pathfind... Yeah. Let's try that again. Trains in the bottom half, because this is now can't pathfind to the top set of stackers. Well, set of smelters. Trains on the top half can still go to either the top or the bottom. So that's the very next thing I'm actually going to fix. I'm going to break that. Yeah, I'm in position, so I can do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That one, and that one. So, it might look like one giant stacker. It's actually now 2 stackers. I should remove all these signals and shit, and I will do. But I'll probably do that off camera. But long and short of it is, if a train pulls in the top half, it's going to the top set of smelters. If it pulls in the bottom half, it's going to the bottom set of smelters. Yes, we still need more ore trains in a big way. And yes, I need to fix my output, because they're literally sitting up bumper to bumper for ages trying to get out. So that needs a fix as well. And unfortunately, a lot of the trains are just stacking on the northern end. Train on the southern end, you'll automatically slot into here. Is that the right track? Yep. And you'll slot in there. I need more ore trains to fill these ones up. And the problem is I've got steel trains waiting to be filled. In hindsight, if I was ever to do this again, I'd actually put steel in the middle and iron all around it. Because the iron smelters have been overbuilt. And they've been overbuilt in a big way. Not necessarily too much smelting, but more of a, on max perfect system, they'd all be full. But there's a chance they might not be because trains are in transit or whatever. Or we've got a little bit of buffer or any other reason. So, or we're using stackers everywhere. That's another reason why they might not be physically here. Right? Whereas the steel trains, there's only 4 steel stations. And there's... Is that all of them? No, because none of those say parking. Blue steel, purple steel, base. No, actually that is all of them. So there's 4 smelters and 6 trains plus the base one, which really only makes solar panels. It's really the only use for steel. Sure, I use it for other stuff, but the only thing it's meant to use it for is solar panels. So, but yeah, that's what's happened between episodes. There's been lots of big upgrades, lots of moving things, lots of tweaking things. You can see the copper is well and truly backed up now. Oh, that's because I got a rail signal, then a chain. Yeah. He's parked here. Can he still... He can still, in theory, make a choice to go the top lane. Let's force one of you two out to confirm. So if you leave, the top one should go in, and then hopefully this guy will repath to go to the northern one. Waiting. Yep, he's repathed. Oh. Does that work? He's unrepathed. Copper 7. SM copper. Nope. Yeah, I need that extra signal there. Which is... Oh, it's all the way up there normally. Okay, that's too far away. Same story. You need to be on that bit of track. Yeah, tweaking the trains. There's been lots of train tweaking and fixing and adjusting and yeah. 14,000, 24,000. We're going to send you out and see if that causes you to repath again. It does. Just. Yeah, with that fixed train signal, it should be good. So yeah, lots of train tracks, lots of tweaking, lots of readjusting things. The output here needs to go to twin lane, and I'm hoping I can still signal everything. I'm really not sure because this track is hard up against it. So we will see. The other option is I can take the bottom half of the smelters out the bottom and the top half of the smelters out the top. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. Whilst we're here, running suit on. Way up to the top and hope not to get hit by any trains on the way through. You're going that. Oh, thanks, autosave. Like, just trying to do one more thing and bang. No, I need to do 150 meg save. Please wait. Speaking of saves, yes, there will be another save coming up. I'm not sure when. When I'm happy with things, I guess it's the best way to put it. Train. If I break that, yep, you still path fine, and hopefully now you can go straight out. And then you'll make a left turn there. Done. So hopefully that'll be the next thing I'll be doing. Alright. Actually, probably something we're going to do in the very next episode. And no, nobody's got back to me with what's broken and what needs to be improved next. I'm still looking forward to seeing whether anybody comes up with the right answer. I was hoping to have it done by now in one of these episodes, but yeah, upgrading main lines takes a little bit longer than I anticipated, turns out. But yeah, okay, I'm going to leave this episode here. I thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to go empty my inventory a lot, make some more landfill, and I guess go about trying to mentally work out how to get an extra line in here before hitting the record button and inviting you guys to come along and see whether you guys can work it out with me. Oh, can I put a train track on that side? That's maybe a better idea. Take an inside lane. Decisions and thoughts. Alright, well, like I said, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it if you could. Oh, you're now crossing the output. Come on, chase the yellow. Do I have the right signaling set up? I do. You not accelerated to full speed? Yeah, alright, no, I think I might reverse this. Or actually, we should really do as the copper does. Bring it out and dump it in over here on the right hand lane. on the right-hand side, which will go southbound. But there should be nothing crossing. I don't know. Problems to decide. Problems to fix later. I'm going to sit down and do some rough working out on paper. And then we'll see which way we end up going. And yeah, they're still really preferencing the north side of the smelters. Stupid trains. Stupid trains. I don't want to put in a circuit flip-flop that forces them one way or the other. Could put in a waypoint station. Put a station here and a station here. You tell all the trains to come to the station first, then move on to the smelters. And it means they'll automatically do a new pathfinding from that station onwards. That's probably the next option if this doesn't sort itself out. Alright, like I said, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, love you too. Click the like button if you enjoy the video. If you think I'm fucking insane to do 8-lane mainline 312/3 trains, trying to do 5,000 science packs a minute, again, hit the like button. And as always, I love to see you in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.